Hello and welcome to the Old Garage number 65. I'm Wild Bill and we've got some answers to some questions, some silliness, and shout outs, so let's get right into it. First question came from the episode special number 54, Who Invented the Car? And Ashley House asks, which of those 1886 cars was the best design? Well, when you're talking 1886, there's not a whole lot of cars that are commercially available. I mean, the patent motor wagon of Benz, it was patented in 1886, but it wasn't until 1888 that he actually made them available, for purchase. So as far as gas cars go, you're limited to a Daimler, which is basically just a horse carriage with an engine bolted on it. Didion Bouton had been building steam cars for a couple of years by that time, and at least Serpollet also had a steam car available by 1886. Thomas Parker already had a few electric cars by 1886 available. Probably the best design at that time, I would say, is probably going to be the Serpollet, just because of the flash boiler, which was really a groundbreaking technology in steam engines. So yeah, I would go with that one for 1886. Okay. All right. So here we go. The next couple questions were from the episode on the Beast of Turin. The first one's from James MacArthur. It says, "Yay, another video on cars. I love these. Yeah, I like them too. This car sure looks like it would be difficult to drive just based on the driver not being able to see much. Are there other vehicles that were very dangerous to drive? Perhaps a top 5 or top 10 list?" Well, quite frankly, anything from 1900 and older is any dangerous to drive. Just, uh, but see, cars that were dangerous, like the Beast of Turin, I mean, the Blitz and Benzes were also very scary to drive. A lot of your record-holding cars, like it was up in Dirac, uh, your locomobiles, the early ones, the heavy race-driven vehicles, they were going to be difficult to operate. Your tires are narrow. Uh, your weight distribution's not where you'd like it necessarily to be. They're hard to drive. I mean, look at what happened in 1902 Paris to Madrid race. The race of the bloody race. How many people died in that one just because these cars were just too fast for their own good and difficult to control. So yeah, there's a lot of them. All your Renaults, your Fiats, your locomobiles, your British Daimlers, your Napiers, etc. They were just scary to drive at speed. So, but yeah, any of those. Yeah, next question I have is again from Ashley House. She asks, "I'm glad it was remade regarding the Beast of Turin. Why didn't they widen the wheelbase if they were too worried about it flipping? It doesn't seem like that create a bunch of drag and would make it a little more stable." Um, well, they were more concerned about weight than anything, and the bigger the wheelbase or wider the wheelbase, you track or whatever, is going to require more chassis. It's going to require more axle. It's going to increase the weight, and they were very conscious of that. That's actually why they made it so narrow, was it would not have to be as heavy, and also to lower its profile. That's why it has that weird looking body that very tall looking, but that was actually a very early attempt at aerodynamics to get it to cut through the air quickly. Because remember, this car was not designed to be driven like on a track or in circles or on roads like that. It was designed to just go in a straight line really, really fast. So even though it was hard to control if you drove it like a car, but if you were just, at Daytona, or you're, at the Salt Flats or whatever, and you can just let it open and not steer it and try to maneuver it, that's what it was meant for. And that's why they didn't do that. Otherwise, it would have been a race car, and then they would have had to design it very differently. So good question. And those were the questions. So, silliness. Do have some silliness. And today, it is a beautiful late summer day. It's, the evenings are, afternoons and evenings are cool. Yeah, up Northeast Ohio, it's just been beautiful weather the last week. And so, if you are someone who owns a classic car, an old muscle car, a vintage car, a veteran car, you got an old car, well, here's in my top 5 Northeast Ohio list of things to do with your old car in the late summer. So at number 5 is wash it. Yeah, wash your car. Get your swim trunks on, grab the kids or the grandkids, and and let everybody and the car get nice and wet. And just have fun washing the car. Yeah, and then you'll find out which of your kids are going to grow up to be the gearheads too. All right, and so that's number 5. Number 4 is take someone for a ride that is older than your car. Now, if you've got a Model T or something like that, going way back, that's going to be hard to do, but it's always fun if you can. To have someone take them for a ride, family, friend, whatever, in a car that's actually younger than they are. So, and let them talk about it, and it's just fun to do. That's my number 4. Number 3 is going to be driving through a park. Now, up in Northeast Ohio, I mean, we have actual parks that are huge, and you can just drive through them. With the roads are like 25-mile-an-hour speed limit kind of roads, and there's like 10 or 12 miles of just shades and trees and everything else and things like that. And you've got little spots here and there where you can stop and take pictures, use the restroom, go wade in a river, because we have lots of rivers out here. But driving through the park, great thing to do in your classic car on a day like today. All right, so that was number 3. Number 2 is, of course, the cruise in. Yes, get to Dairy Queen. This is the season for your weekends. Just, uh, raise the hood, crank up the music, and crack one open and just talk cars with friends. Yeah, your cruise ins. So this is the time of year for them. So enjoy. And then, of course, my number 1. Take your vintage or your classic car. Use it as your daily driver for a summer week. Yeah, use it as a daily driver. The weather's perfect for it. You don't worry about the air conditioning, don't need the heater, and if you're lucky, it's not raining, but use it for your daily driver. That's a fun thing to do. So that's my silliness for today. Do have a shout out, and this is a little different for me because I am not into AI stuff. I mean, I don't do anything with AI on this channel. But there's this channel. It's called Neural Derp, and uh, it's just funny. I'm Gen Xer here, and he just takes the Star Treks and makes them into rednecky stuff, and it's just they're well done, and they don't pretend to be something they're not. They're obviously AI generated videos, but they're well done. They're funny, so I like them. So check them out. Link in the description. And that's what we have for the old garage, and I will see you next time. Peace.